Okay, hi guys. Welcome to the next episode of KapVista Klips. With us, we have Zaib from Retainoo, and we're going to have a chat to him today about his business and what he sees for the industry and why we think it's a good opportunity.
Yeah.
Hi Zaib, how are you?
Hi Zaib.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
Good, good. So we'll kick it off. Layla, if you wanna get started.
Sure. So Zaib, how does Retainoo actually work? Just can you help us to understand?
Yeah, sure. Well, I think I'll probably have to give you a bit of background about who we are and what is Retainoo, and I'll help you try and understand how it all works as well. So I'm Zaib, co-founder and CEO of Retainoo. We are primarily a B2B SaaS solution company focused on creating an intelligent AI-driven SaaS platform, which is going to help service providers like hair and beauty salons and spas and clinics, and in fact, any business that needs repeat customers to be successful and grow is a good target segment for us. So we're building a business management solution and a client retention capability for them. Now, obviously, you must be thinking why we've chosen this industry or what is the problem that we're trying to solve. So I think it all kind of goes back to this one personal experience I had, and the situation I was in at that point in time, which made me thinking deep into this industry. So I went to this really high-end salon, and I had a very poor experience. And I remember precisely, I was walking back home and I'm thinking, wow, I've paid like over $120, and they probably don't even have an idea that I'm not happy. They probably don't even know that I won't be coming back. Nobody asked me, if how was the experience. There was no way for me to kind of vent out my frustration or give them feedback. And that made me thinking deep into this space, because I thought there's definitely something missing here. Because if it's a high-end salon treating the customers like this, what might be happening with some of the mid-end salons in the same space. And I was thinking, wow, I've spent $120. So, I mean, if there's like 20 or 30 customers like me, these guys could be missing out on 30 or 40 grand's worth of business every year. So, and they probably don't even know about this, right? And coincidentally,
the cost of acquisition of a new customer, it's way higher than just keep the existing one.
Absolutely, and that's what they do. They spend like thousands of dollars on Facebook and Instagram trying to get all these new customers, but there's no focus on the ones that are actually coming at the salon. So I coincidentally, I was also doing my MBA program at that point, and I was doing a course in entrepreneurship from Melbourne Business School, and I was so keen to apply my research skills that I'd learned there. I really want an opportunity, and that happened at the same time. So I spent the next 6 months, I spoke to like 20 odd business owners in Melbourne, mid-end, high-end salon owners. And I think two themes sort of came out, and it was quite obvious to me that there's definitely a big gap in the market and big opportunity. And the first one was the fact that there are salon owners, business owners, they don't have the time, capability, resources, or even awareness that what technology can actually do to help them improve their customer experience and increase their retention and increase their revenue. And I think the second problem, which was really the trigger for me to really think deep, was the fact that nobody was happy with the software or the solutions they were using. They thought it was outdated. They were using it because they've been using it for like 5 years, 10 years. There was no innovation. There was no customer support. The systems were complex. And they really didn't have any alternative, any innovative solution to go to as well, because all the competing ones were offering similar kind of features, and it was almost like a carbon copy, of another solution and another solution. So they didn't really have any innovative solutions in the market. So that made me really think deep into this, and I discussed this with my professor, and showed him my results from the research, and that was the aha moment. I was like, yeah, there's a massive opportunity here. It's a big space as well. Like, we're talking about almost $3 billion of addressable market worldwide in that
just hair and beauty.
Just hair and beauty segment. And obviously, we have plans to include more industries as we progress. But this is a massive opportunity. So we launched our MVP back in September 2019, just before the pandemic. And we had a really good early traction and interest from the industry. And then obviously the pandemic hit us all. So we realized that now is not the good time to go and try and sell something to these business owners who are already distressed and are concerned about so many other things. So we took this opportunity to kind of step back, not focus on sales and marketing, and in fact work on our product. We utilized that time to get as close to as what we believe is the product market fit is, and I think we are at about 95% now. And we were really keen to sort of progress with funding so we can actually accelerate our growth. The way our solution works is it is basically a pre-configured SaaS solution through integrated app platform, which helps the business owners to manage all their day-to-day operations like appointments, loyalty, point of sales, inventory management, all of that stuff. But I think what's unique about our solution is that it also instantly connects their customers with them through an app platform. So it's almost like they have their own app straight away as soon as they subscribe. They have their own instance on our Retainoo app, their logo, their name, and all the customers interact with them into a one-to-one relationship. So it's not like a marketplace. It's more like, they have their own app, but they don't need to spend any money. They don't need to maintain it, support it, or spend thousands of dollars building that capability, right? And we obviously
Your business model is just a subscription fee.
At this point, yes, but there are many avenues in future for us to expand our revenue streams. And I think what's really exciting about this solution is, and the way we've designed is that we can really open up another revenue stream for these business owners. Because think about this, you are a salon owner, you have 2,000 customers. The only way you're going to make money is sell product or service, whether online or offline. And there's nothing else they can do. So with this entire B2B2C platform, we can help them generate some really revenue from advertising that we can then share back with the salon owners. The revenue that we earn from their customers would be shared back with them.
And is this advertising from the wholesalers, the suppliers' products?
Yeah, the only advertising that we'll turn on when we do is from the retailers like hair and beauty products. No service providers will be advertising on the platform, because then that kind of kills the purpose why we've created this platform. And obviously, they will have the ability to opt in or opt out, which campaigns they want to be part of, what kind of ads they want their customers to see. And on the basis of what they opt in, we share the revenue back to them. So that's our vision going forward.
Okay. That's quite interesting. One thing that has come to light during we're currently in a lockdown period in New South Wales, and my wife and I own hairdressing salons. So as things change, on a day-to-day basis with the extent of the lockdown, my wife is constantly keeping up her bookings, her clients who booked in, and she spent time on the weekend just updating everybody, saying, well, okay, I'm going to have to move your booking because I don't know when it is next. So using your platform, that can be done all automated, saving the business owner a lot of time and effort as well. And if you have, as you said, 2,000 clients to manage, who, knowing the hair and beauty space, they book in 4 to 6 weeks in advance. So you have bookings a long time in advance that you're managing for 2,000 odd clients. Having a platform like you're doing is I think a quite a valuable tool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. And I think and from a customer perspective, I think every minute or every second that they save counts towards their experience and their journey. And I think online appointments have been there for a while, but it's a hassle. I mean, I'm extremely time poor. and I never got like a consistent experience because I would just decide, I want to go and get a haircut because I've got some time, and I don't have time to go on the website or Google, find their website, go to their online booking platform, and then try and see, if I can book. So if I had something on my app where I would just open the app, quickly take 5 seconds or 10 seconds to quickly see if the slot is available, or if it is when I'm actually usually free, I can do that more quickly. And like I said, every time that we can save for the customers and for the business owners is gold, because then they can spend that time doing the actual service. So that concept has been there for a while. We've just taken an innovative approach to basically connect businesses with their customers in a real-time kind of scenario, not through SMS, not through email. It's more like in-app notifications. It's all happening right there. We've got like a messaging feature embedded within the app as well, sort of a WhatsApp, exactly not WhatsApp, but sort of WhatsApp, where they can instantly engage with the business owners. So it's all about making it easier for business owners to manage business and easier for them to connect, engage, and transact with their customers by offering them an innovative digital experience, which then opens doors for kind of so many other things as well. Because once you are digitally connected with your customers, then think about this, you can send them like timely marketing and promotional informations, anything you want to publish on the platform is done like literally within 30 seconds. And then there are some clever marketing and revenue opportunities here for the business owners that they can unlock with the platform's digital capability.
Okay. All right. So
that would be great. Me as a customer, sorry, Dan. As a customer, I would love that. I know that you can be very shocked, but I'm not a natural blonde. So when I go to the salon, I would love if in a month time they send me a kit. Say, hey, you have your hair done last month. I just buy this kit. It's based on your needs, based on your hair color. That would be incredible. Would save me a lot of time as well in research.
Yeah, and look, that's the whole point. Once you start engaging through this digital channel, you're collecting all this data, information, which is something that you can actually use to make clever marketing decisions. You can actually get feedback after each visit from the customer, which I think is really important, because it takes one bad experience for a customer to disappear for good, right? And it's not about getting Google reviews or Facebook reviews, which a customer would only do once, in a while. I think if you give them a tool where they can actually tell you after every visit, every experience, how they felt. And then we have this capability to capture visual records, which are tagged to each visit. So it's easier for people to find and use pictures as references, so they can offer personalized experience going forward. But I think there's a massive opportunity here in terms of what that digital connection can help businesses to achieve. And then we have got integrated our platform, which means it's not just the customers who would be on the platform. Salon owners themselves, when they log in, they can pretty much run their business on the phone. Even if they are at a holiday in Hawaii or anywhere, they can see exactly what's happening at the salon, because all the notifications are real time. If anybody gives a bad review, they know what's happening. If they want to share or run a marketing promotion, even if they're not at the salon, they can do it. Then they've got staff views as well, so they can see their appointments. It makes easier for staff to plan their day when they can actually see their appointment on their phone, as opposed to just going at the reception and seeing it on the screen. They can, and the managers, they have their own kind of personalized view as well. So we've got role-based access embedded in the platform, which makes it easier for business to operate really and engage with the customers, like I said.
Okay, so we know the story behind Retainoo now, but tell us your story. Where did you, what were you doing before this, and why did you start? Why did you get to this point?
Yes, look, I've been in corporate sector for many years, or 15 years now, and personally, I have a background in software and marketing and business development and consulting. So I've done a lot of gigs, and having worked for 15 years in corporate sector, Dan, I can tell you that corporations spend like millions of dollars in digitizing their businesses and customer experiences, and they spend that money because they can. You're talking about like big organizations, a lot of money, so they can invest and use modern digital technologies to help grow their businesses and improve customer experience for the customers. So what I realized was that this particular segment that we're talking about, which is kind of, that small to medium businesses, service providers like dentists and doctors and local sports and aquatic centers and so on and so forth, they are never going to have that kind of resources to invest in digitizing their businesses or unlock the growth potential they all have. I mean, they all do extremely hard work, as you probably you would know from your missus. I mean, it's really a hard gig to run that kind of business and um, please the customers day in day out when they come at the salon. But I think that's the most that they can do. So I thought about creating like a pre-configured, easy to use solution using modern digital technologies for this segment at an affordable price point. And I think if we could successfully do that, and we think that we have, then I think it's a massive win for us. And what kind of motivates me is creating value. So I want to, I've always been motivated by anything that I do that creates value for someone, whether it's the organization I work for, the customers that we're building the product for. So here I think, I can make a massive difference to these business owners who can actually start to grow the business and increase their retention, increase their revenue, bottom line, and complement all the good work that they normally do when they are with the customers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Zaib, about your milestones, which ones have you achieved so far that you think is important for investors to know?
Yes. So from a milestones perspective, as I said, we launched in about August 2019. That's when we actually had our MVP out. And I'll tell you a very interesting story here, because when we launched MVP, we just had one customer that we were going to pilot the solution with. And one day I was just doing some research on, or planning around my strategy on go-to-market. And I just learned about this annual beauty expo that happens in Sydney every year. I thought, oh wow, there's 4 days left for this expo. We really should go there and get it out there and get some feedback, because there's going to be so many business owners from that particular segment that we are after. So we have to go there. So I instantly picked up the phone, called the expo management and said, hey, I know it's 4 days left, but do you have a stall? I would really want to exhibit my solution. And they said, too late, because who would try and book a stall for an exhibition for such a massive expo in a 4-day notice. So they thought, you're late, maybe next year. So I was very disappointed. And within like 20 minutes, I got the phone call back, and they said, look, somebody canceled. They had 2 stalls. Now they're just going with 1 stall. So you can take it if you want. And there's some other people interested as well. So it's first come, first serve. What do you want to do? And I said, don't go anywhere. Just let's make a booking right now on the phone. So I booked a stall in Sydney Expo. And then I was so nervous because I didn't have any marketing assets. I didn't have anything at all. In 4 days, I'm in Melbourne, the beauty expo is in Sydney. So I took a flight next day, went to Sydney, did some artwork, sent it to Officeworks for printing, and they said, we can promise, but we can't guarantee that we're going to give you all your artwork. So there was a lot of nervous moments. At the end of the day, I ended up exhibiting at that expo in such a short notice. And for 2 days, I didn't have time to have lunch because I had a friend of mine helping me with the stall as well. And we both were like busy from the morning till 5 o'clock, just giving demos to people because they saw so much kind of potential, and they were so much interested in the concept, the app platform, and everything happens instantly. Customers are engaging with us and we can send marketing information. Wow, it's cool. So we had such a great response. And then obviously, the pandemic hit as well. But then we got some interest, and we signed up a partnership with HBIA, which is Hair and Beauty Industry Association, for 1 year, which is ceased now, but they really saw potential in our product. So we achieved that partnership. And then we had a partnership with Square Payments, which is obviously a global fintech solution. So we've got an agreement in place with them, and we're currently working on integration where anybody who's using Retainoo and Square Payments would basically, we'll have like a revenue share model. And then we've got just recently in the process of signing another partnership with another vendor where we're just bringing in some more capability into the platform. So, and we have paying customers now as well. Despite the fact that we didn't do any sales and marketing, we had about $10,000 annual revenue this last financial year, and we're looking to really grow up to about 300K by the end of this year if we are able to secure funding and play to our strategy. So yeah, there are some good milestones that we've achieved. Most importantly, I think for me, we are about 3 weeks away from launching our new version, which I think is the product market fit. But once we've got that, then it's all about really going out there and getting more traction, getting more customers. So really excited to see what future holds for us.
Yeah, awesome. So the hair and beauty industry is very, competitive. I know the space. So how are you different from the competitors, and how will you grow? And then from there, what other industries can you fit in?
Yeah, so we're currently focused on hair and beauty for sure. So we're talking about salons and spas and beauty clinics. And look, there are many solutions out there in the market. In Australia, there's a few solutions. In US and North America, there's a lot of solutions. But I think you would not find a single B2B2C platform designed the way that we have, and with the capability and feature set that we've got. And I think that is our point of differentiation, that we are a new entrant. We don't have any legacy. We don't have any change management nuisance. So we can actually start with where they want to go. Right. And we have started from where they want to go. So that really gives us, a good advantage in terms of timing. The other thing I think the other reason why we're different is our business model, which I'm probably not going to disclose all of it now, but, I think the way we've planned things and the way we plan to compete with some of the existing solutions, I think that is going to be very interesting. So we've got like a strategy where, we are going to basically at some point, if you like, pay customers for using our platform as opposed to charging them subscription or anything else. So that is our future strategy. And I think the technology and the solution, the user experience, the feature set, all kind of, complements our strategy where we want to go going forward. The other thing, Dan, here is I want to talk about the big opportunity. So from an investor's perspective, what is the big opportunity here? Like, what are we looking at in terms of scale and return on investment? So I think the way we've designed this platform, there is a massive gap in the market. Now, there is not a single platform which kind of connects these service providers with their customers all in one platform. Now, the closest you might think is Facebook and Instagram, because everybody has a Facebook page and Instagram page, and they have followers there who maybe are their customers, maybe they're not their customers. But it's all about engagement, and it's a very kind of, I would say old-fashioned engagement, just reviews and sharing content. It's sort of it's not engaging, and it's not personalized as well, and it's not transactional. You can't really offer somebody a service or a product, take appointments on Facebook, even though they have their appointment solution, check them out, give them loyalty points, capture their visual records, use data to send personalized messages, personalized marketing and discount promotions. You can't really say, hey, I'm busy on a day and I want to send a promotion to everybody who's within a 5-kilometer radius of my salon, because they're more likely to respond to that promotion. And I want to just get some seats busy because it's not that busy today. So you can't do any of that on those platforms. So our vision is that Retainoo is going to be that one platform where service providers like, hair and beauty salons, and we talked about spas and clinics and dentists and doctors, local sports and aquatic centers, pet grooming shops, everybody who needs repeat customers, appointments, point of sales, loyalty points, checkout, is going to connect with their customers on the same platform. So what's there for the end consumer? Like for myself, I would basically have one app platform or one app, and I'm connected with all my favorite service providers on the same app. I can see all my loyalty points. I can easily make appointments. I can see all my invoices. I can see all my history. I can capture all my visual records that I want to use future. And most importantly, I can earn and redeem loyalty points. And I think that's where, the big opportunity comes in. Imagine, you have all the service providers and customers engaged on one platform, but it's not just engagement, it's transactional. And I think lastly, the entire concept of, connecting people with their businesses actually makes you think that there's going to be a lot of advertising room there, as we've discussed before. So from an exit perspective, I mean, there's so many different possibilities as well and avenues. You've got like some really, really big hair and beauty solutions or these kind of service solutions. You've got advertising platforms. So from an exit perspective, there's a massive opportunity as well if you can play our cards right.
Zaib, how much are you raising and what's the momentum so far?
Great question, Layla. For me, the most interesting one. We're raising 750 USD, and it's a seed funding round. Now, we haven't raised any capital before. I've actually bootstrapped this with my founding partner, so we've invested a lot of money into it and building the solution as it is today. The idea was always to build something, prove it works. We've got paying customers. They've got excellent reviews on Capterra. And now we're raising funds so we can actually accelerate our product development and growth. So yeah, USD 750K seed funding round, and we are excited.
Okay, awesome. So we'll have to wrap up there because I'm getting a notification that we're almost at time. All the information for Retainoo is available on the KapVista platform. If you'd like any more information, I'll provide both my email and Layla's email in the links below, and we'll be happy to chat with anybody and connect you with Zaib. But thanks for joining us today, Zaib. Thanks for going through your offering and the backstory of your startup. It is very interesting, and like I said, I've got experience in owning and running salons. I know the pain points that you're trying to address, and from a customer's point of view, Layla knows the other side of the coin. So I think what you're doing is certainly beneficial, and there's a lot of small independent salons out there that are crying out for a solution, the solution that you're going to provide. So thanks for joining us today, and we'll put all the information about Retainoo in the video. Thanks.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for the opportunity.
No problem.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Cheers. Bye.